everyone. And to our PE3 instructor, Ma'am Susette Saplan, good afternoon, ma'am. We are the Group 3, and welcome to our video presentation that is all about the history of Arnis. Are you ready? But before we start our presentation, let me first state the following learning outcomes for this topic. So here are the following learning outcomes that our group desired to overcome. So first, we have to gain understanding about Arnis, legal mandates, historical background, values in Arnis, uniform, equipment, and basic skills. Second, we have to demonstrate the appreciation of Arnis not only in the traditional sport but also in the national heritage. And lastly, demonstrate proper execution of the skills. So, let's start! Okay, so now we will be talking about what is an Arnis. So let us define what is an Arnis. So Arnis, it is a Filipino martial arts founded by the late Remy Presas as a self-defense system. It is also known as the Excrema and Kali. The sport actually emphasizes weapon-based fighting, which is done using knives, bladed weapons, sticks, and various improvised weapons. And the primary weapon that is used in this traditional martial arts sport of the Philippines is called cane or a baton. The cane or a baton varies in sizes, but the original length is 28 inches. So 28 inches jud ang original size sa kanang stick nga atong gamiton for the Arnis. So thus, Arnis is both a stick fighting martial art and a combative sport. According to Presas 1996, Arnis has a special charm and beauty more than other martial arts. So nga nang makaingon man si Presas nga ang Arnis has a special charm and beauty because, in my own perception, this martial arts sport reflects the Filipino characteristics. And now we will be talking about the history of the Arnis. So now we will be talking how this Arnis originated in our country and how it became a Philippine martial arts. So the origin of the Arnis can be traced back to native pintados and then tintados. So this is about fighting techniques during conflicts among the various pre-Hispanic Filipino tribes or kingdoms through to the current form of Spanish influence from old fencing, which originated in Spain in the 15th century. So this Arnis kay nagsugod ni siya back when this pintados time. So this fighting techniques mo na ilang gigamit through na mga kanang away-away or na kanang there are conflicts among the Filipino tribes. So the techniques of this Arnis martial art is also originated and has influenced by the Spaniards. So now we will be talking about the RA 9850. So Arnis is the Philippines' national martial art or sport after President Gregorio Macapagal Arroyo signed the Republic Act number 9850 in 2009. The act mandates the Department of Education or the DepEd to include the sport as a physical education course. Arnis will be included among the priority sports in Paralarong Pangbansa or the National Games beginning this 2010. So in this act, former President Gregorio Macapagal Arroyo signed this Republic Act 9850 as the Philippines' national martial art, and this sport was included as its physical education course. So that's why we are having this right now. We are talking about Arnis and study. So as a student, if I ask you, why do we need to study Arnis? Why do we have to learn this? Because not only it is included in the act and not only it is part of our curriculum or the course subject, but also in some way it signifies us as Filipinos. It became more important and it has values in our hearts that signifies us as Filipinos. And we have that pride that we Filipinos are strong and we are proud of it. So we have the pride that we produce this martial art and introduce it to other countries. So that's a good thing that Arnis has contributed to us.
Yes, so hello everyone. Who invented the Arnis? Remigio Amador Priesas was the founder of modern Arnis, a popular martial art born in the Philippines. He moved to the United States in 1974, where he taught his art is via seminars and comps. In 1982, he was inducted in the Black Belt Hall of Fame as Instructor of the Year. Remigio Amador Priesas was born in December 1936 in Hiligaran Negros Occidental. and his occupation was a teacher in the martial arts, and he died on August 28, 2001 because of a brain cancer at Victoria, Canada. The goal of Remigio Princess was to create an injury-free training method. This is also believed that a effective self-defense of a Filipino. Where did the Arnis originated? Arnis was developed by the indigenous population of the Philippines who used an assorted range of weaponry for combat and self-defense, encompassing both simple impact weapons and Arnis traditionally involved rattan, swords, daggers, and spears. Arnis is the national martial art of the Philippines, where the first terminology that was used to call Arnis is Kali. Arnis was derived from the word Arnis, which means colorful trapping in Moro-Moro play. So, Arnis is a part of our culture as a Filipino and was used from us as self-defense.
We're going to tackle about when was Arnis first introduced. So in 1637, the priors introduced the Moro-Moro, a socio-religious play dramatizing the triumph of the Christian Spaniards over the Muslim Moors in Granada, Spain. The play called for the use of fighting technique using a sword or a similar bladed weapon. Started when the Spanish priest introduced the Moro-Moro to the Philippines in 1637. So Moro-Moro is a form of folk art that became popular during the Spanish colonial period. So it is a play, or what we also know and call today as a comedy. So that tells stories of adventure, duels, love stories, and good overcoming evil. So dito sa play, napakita nila ang nahitabo nga Granada War between sa Christian Spanish and kanang Muslim Moors. So with the introduction of the play, the Filipino again had a chance to practice their art. Thus, their interest in Kali was revived. Now we're going to discuss why Arnis is called Arnis, and we're going to tackle the origin of the name Arnis. The word Arnis originated from the old Spanish term arnes, which means armor, and esgrima is a Philippinization of the Spanish word esgrima for fencing, whereas the name Kali was derived from the pre-Hispanic Filipino term kalis, which means blade and fencing. It comes from the Spanish word arnés de mano, which means harness of the hand or armor of the hand. It is used to describe the way colonizers observed Filipino in fighting back with empty-handed combat or with using a stick. Esgrima comes from the word esgrima, the Spanish term for fencing or sword fighting. It is used to describe the movements of Filipino displayed with the use of long blade as a weapon. Kali is a term used to describe the ancient Filipino fighting method, referring to the hand and body motion with the blade.
So hello everyone. So for today, I will be talking about what makes an Arnis a unique sport. Arnis is a complete martial arts system that integrates both armed and art techniques that is becoming widely popular all over Europe and North America. His goal was to create an injury-free training method as well as an effective self-defense system in order to preserve the older Arnis systems. So Arnis aids in the growth of eye-hand coordination, which can lead to improved athleticism and more effective completion of daily tasks. Faster reflexes and reaction times are developed by Arnis, which is beneficial for self-defense, while other martial arts teach the use of weapons only after years of unarmed training. Students of Arnis learn to use weapons first. This makes Arnis different from other combative sports in that there is typical no need for any physical contact between players other than the batons they are holding. So next is the benefits of Arnis. First, improves strength and cardio. It helps you to improve your cardiovascular health because it stresses the heart if you do the Arnis. Second, quicker reflexes. Third, increased confidence in tense situations. Fourth, it can be used in self-defense. Self-defense is important as it could help you ensure your safety. This can help especially if you are a girl. You can use your stick as a weapon. If someone wants to harm you, you can protect yourself from using your wooden sword. Fifth, Arnis can taught us discipline and self-control. Like other martial arts, Arnis can be used to practice and make us learn self-control and discipline. It also gives us ability to think fast and make our body stronger, as we will move a lot. Sixth, practical way of defending ourselves. Seventh, social interaction. Practicing Arnis, you get to meet a lot of new people and socialize. Since it's gaining a lot of popularity, more and more people want to enroll in Arnis schools and classes. Eighth, it gives you a healthy lifestyle. It helps you to improve your physical fitness, mental, and emotional health. So another benefits of Arnis are, the first, it provides a full body workout. It helps you to improve your stamina, muscle tone, flexibility, balance, and strength. Second, it gives you positive encouragement and respect for values in martial arts. Third, it helps you to be focused on your goals. Fourth, it helps you to have a good mood because you are participating in exercise. So there are lots of benefits of Arnis we can use to defend ourselves against from attackers. Thus, Arnis was developed as a way of defending one's life and the lives of one's family members when attacked. Learning self-defense is one of the best ways to keep yourself safe. Instead of learning Kung Fu or some other foreign martial art, consider learning our very own art of Arnis.
So at this point, we're going to tackle about the fundamental skills of Arnis. So the first one is grip, the proper way to hold the stick. So hold the stick one fist away from the poniard butt of the stick, and then close the grip of the thumb. The purpose of that is because for those who doesn't know, Arnis stick is actually heavy. So muna siya, the purpose na niya is para dili nimo siya dayon mabuhian, at the same time sakit gid na siya sa wrist. So you need to kanang ana gid siya i-close gid nimo sa imong fist kaning mong thumb para dili dayon siya nimo mabuhian. So the second one is the basic stance and salutation. So letter A is handa. Feet are positioned shoulder width apart. Stick is held in front of the body. So as you can see in the picture, mo na siya ang kanang proper position sa kanang handa. So letter B is the pugay. Place the weapon hand across the chest and then bow by bending at the waist. So kanang siya, it's like kanang respect sa atong Filipino culture. Most kanang when God even taekwondo na gina siya sila mga kanang introduction. Kuan mo na siya sa kanang martial arts. So the pugay is like a phrase that connotes the highest gestured in our Filipino culture, as I have said earlier. So the third one is the handa sa paglaban, or what we call the fighting stance. So one foot in the front, foot at the same weapon hand, the other foot on the rear. Rear is kanang kiting. Keep feet apart, distance 1 foot. Both knees slightly bent, toes facing forward. Weight evenly distributed on both feet. So, niya na siya kanang even ang imong weight, dili pwede diri kay bugat din dira sa gamay, because when you attack, dili gid nimo ma-balance ang strength nga imong or force nga imong mayu sa imong kalaban, is because ma-out of balance peron. So, the fourth one is the forward stance. So, distance of 5 steps between the feet. Back leg kept straight. Rear foot is held at 45-degree angle. Keep the front knee bent. Weight is evenly distributed on both feet. So, there's a picture beside. Mo na siya ang kanang position ana niyang kanang forward stance. So the last one is the backward stance. So distance of 4 steps between the feet. Both knees are slightly bent. And then rear foot held at 90-degree angle. 70% of the body weight on the rear foot, while 30% is placed on the front foot. So, usually, the backward step is what we call the defensive stance. So, you really need to do the proper steps, or kanang ang kato siyang kanang exact steps, so that when kanang mo defense na kasi imong kaugalingon, dili gid siya kanang. So, kung mo defense na kasi imong self, makalihay jud ka og tarong sa imong kontra.
So that's gonna be the ending of our video presentation about the history and the fundamental skills of Arnis. So we really hope that you gathered lessons and knowledge about it. So thank you for watching. Bye!